Sup guys, Zanderson 977 here today to do Toriko. Toriko chapter 287 review. And man, boy, for these past couple weeks, Toriko has been insane, right? Insane. And this week is another insane chapter of Toriko. The insane part of this chapter, right, is when we pick up where we left off at the beginning of this chapter with Toriko's blue ogre, blue oni, right, when it punched the Hercules, Horse King Hercules in the face. And yes, it really was a devastating punch to Hercules, right? Its next attack was where it let out these kind of sharp protruding objects from his arm. Like, this blue oni has the ability to freely warp and shape and misform his body as he wishes, and he does this attack called Devil Fork, coming straight for Hercules' face. I mean, this guy is not joking around, right? Coming straight for Hercules' face. Hercules did what? Herak kick, and that collision or whatever it was, right? That kick that Hercules did, we see a kind of image of the planet, and we see the size of the continent, right? We see the impact of that kick on that continent in relation to the size of a planet, right? This kick is insane. It could be seen from space. This kick is insane, and that attack, right? All the creatures on the continent, it got riled up, start flying away, start running away. The whole continent was shaking. Everybody was devastated, right? From Toriko and Hercules' confrontation. Heck, even the guys in the atmosphere garden, like Atashino and Milk and the hermit guy, all of them are wondering what the hell is going on. Why didn't Mappa sacrifice himself? Why is Toriko fighting Hercules? All these questions. And we see Coco, Sonny and Kiss, Coco's pet, Sonny's pet, and Terry, that is Toriko's pet, all just run off into the gourmet world. I'm guessing that they're going to head for Toriko. I'm not sure why, but because they first got the impulse to run for Toriko when they heard a confrontation. So I'm pretty sure that Toriko is the one that they're going to go for. And now, even so, with that confrontation, the typical how do you call it, typical dimensional warp, that warping thing that happens when two kings of a gourmet world face off. Well, it's happening now with Toriko's blue oni versus Hercules. So that's interesting. That's something interesting to note. It also happened between Ichirayu and Midoriya's fight. So that's interesting. These guys are on a completely different level. This blue demon, blue oni in Toriko, it's OP as hell. It's very powerful. So the other part of this chapter is when Mappa, Komatsu and Kararu, they reach Slorian Hills, where Kararu is no longer to go exceedingly fast. Mappa says that they get out and start walking, and Komatsu explains that it's like being underwater, because the air density is so high that it's like being underwater. You can't move fast, the air is more dense, so it's like trying to go through a liquid rather than how we normally expect air to be, normally lighter than liquids in that sense. And then we see Zebra show up, and Zebra says that Branchy is off going for the knife, that big long uber knife that Ichirayu had when he was trying to get air, but Midoriya showed up and then they went off and had their fight. So that knife, right, Branchy is going to get it. We get a cutscene with Branchy taking that knife and he's exclaiming, "Oh, one simple slash would be all that they need to cut this continent in half." And he says that he's pretty sure that Komatsu won't be able to use it. So Zebra meets them. Komatsu is there talking to him, and then Komatsu explains that they need to hurry because Toriko is fighting Hercules and he wants to prepare here as fast as possible so that he can save Toriko in his fight against Hercules. And Zebra explains that his powers is sound, conveniently so, and sound in water and solids move 5 times as fast as in air because it's more dense. So using his jet voice ability, he's able to speed through the air and reach up to. They are all able to reach Food King air, almost instantly in a very short amount of time. And upon reaching Food King air, Komatsu notices something that draws his attention. And I'm going to say it out right now, right? That thing that Komatsu notices is nature or Neo. I'm sure that those guys will be an obstacle for Toriko and his party, and lo and behold, I believe that they are there. I believe that some obstacle that they have to overcome before they do in fact get here. More than likely it's the blue nature, or it's not necessarily blue nature itself. It's not necessarily blue nature themselves, because a couple chapters back when Joa met up with that round table of blue natures, Joa told them that they don't need to worry themselves. They as Neo would be the ones to get the ingredients of Acacia's full course, and they don't want to share it with anyone else. So more than likely it will be in fact members of Neo, and we will get to see confrontation with Zebra and Branch, at least for the time being, against these guys. So we're about to see some other insane fights go down, not just with Hercules, Horse King Hercules and Toriko, but with these Neo members versus Komatsu and company. So overall, this is another insane chapter of Toriko. Loved it very much. This chapter was awesome, was perfect. So that's it. That's my review. Remember to rate, comment, subscribe. Sayonara.